Hey, what's up? Johnny Mac here. I'm actually, I gotta fix this. I'm going live right now because I'm just testing out this platform. I wasn't able to get it to work the other week, so we'll see how it goes. But so today is what is today? Today's Wednesday. How's your week going? This is hump day. So Monday of this week, I was in the office making phone calls. Me and Randy out of SoCal. What's up, Randy? We were grinding away, calling some pre-foreclosure list. We literally we market like across specific states, but so we're all over. All down the East Coast, Florida, Alabama, Texas, and then up around the Great Lakes, Illinois, which, that's how I say Illinois, but anyway, Michigan, Indiana. So we're texting we're texting people all over every day. We're calling them. We're following up with them. Our main goal is to help people save their houses. Like a lot of times, this is an interesting. So how do you approach a pre-foreclosure? So how do you approach a pre-foreclosure? So basically, you want to go and add value, because if I'm on the pre-foreclosure list, guess who knows about it? Everybody who has access to the internet and can look at the county records. Like literally everybody from PA to Hawaii to Alaska knows that you're on a pre-foreclosure list. Why? Because it's public data. And so how do you approach a pre-foreclosure lead, someone that you're calling? You want to approach them with value. You don't want to say, "Hi, my name's John. Have you ever considered selling your house?" You don't want to say that, because you're going to get a click, or if you're knocking on the door, they're going to slam the door in your face. So you want to go and add value. And it's pretty basic and simple. I mean, you literally just say, "Hi, my name's John. I'm just stopping by. I guess your house came like up on a list. Has anyone gone over any options to try to help save your home? I don't want to sell my house. I don't want to buy your house. I'm here to go over options to help you save your house. At the end of the day, I am an investor. So if it came down to the banks taking your house or putting money in your pocket, we can buy your house. But that's last resort. So what if you tried to save your house?" So that's basically what you do. And then you just educate. Like there's a lot of things that I'm personally learning as I go along this journey that I'm on. So there's the HUD, HUD. So if you type in HUD.gov, which is the Housing Urban Development Authority. I don't know. I don't even know what it means, but I know it's called HUD. So HUD.gov and then / the state. So if I do HUD.gov / PA / NC, SC, FL, TX, you get the point, right? / your state. So the Housing Authority, or HUD, we think about Housing Authority as like low income, certain things like that, but they actually have programs where they can help homeowners with who have like financial hardship. Now it varies state to state and county to county, but that's definitely something to look into. And so now you're literally saying, "Hey, have you reached out to your local HUD?" Well, what do you mean? Well, sometimes they have programs that can help that catch you up with your payments. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, definitely. It's worth a call. The worst they can say is no, absolutely not. So the other thing that I just learned is if a homeowner is disabled and they're on disability. I met a gentleman last week. He is technically disabled, and the local county, the Bar Association, right, as a lawyer, the Bar Association they have programs, and this varies county to county, but you go to your local county bar association and you say, hey, I need a lawyer to help me with my pre-foreclosure that I am. And he literally had to pay only, get this, $75 for a lawyer, which is ridiculous. I was able to help a homeowner the other week save their house. That lawyer, as he should, charged $2,800 to help stop an auction and file bankruptcy. But so to pay $75, you think about it, a homeowner's already in a financial situation, because if they could pay their arrears and stuff, then they wouldn't be in this situation. So now you're adding value. You're saying, listen, here's a way to get a lawyer for $75. And nowadays, a pack of cigarettes costs $75. So, whatever, you know what I mean? And what else have I learned? There was some type of COVID, what do you call them? Grants and stuff, but excuse me, I don't really think about that no more. So, again, going back, how do you approach a person who is in pre-foreclosure? Add value. And also, once you start adding value and they realize you don't want to buy their property, that you actually want to help them, then what you do is you pivot, and the next step, after you approach with add value, go figure, your mind's gonna be blown when you hear the next step. Listen to them. Have empathy. Have compassion. Talk to them like a human. A lot of times when I'm talking to somebody, and this isn't a lot, this is like most times, people that are in pre-foreclosures, they don't want to be there. Life happened, right? This could be you, this could be me, this could be our parents, our friends, our children. It could be anybody. And it typically is on the other line. And they're going through a hard time. So think about this. If you're on the phone with somebody, or you're at somebody's front door and you're talking to them, what does it cost you to listen for 5 minutes and to have a conversation and to genuinely care about them and listen? Because listening is a superpower, and listening is a lot of times people don't have other people to talk to. They feel isolated, they feel alone. I've knocked on doors and got yelled at because I accidentally, and don't do this, don't try this at home, kids. I told a teenager of the house, hey, can you give your parents my card? And I gave them the card. Well, what's this about? Well, there's some stuff going on with the house. And then I told them about that, and then I got called and yelled at. So I don't do that no more. So don't try that at home. But they don't even have their family members to talk about this stuff because they're embarrassed, right? So a lot of them are embarrassed, which sucks, because then they just kick the can down the line. So add value and then listen. And then the third thing is to offer solutions. Offer solutions. Have you tried to reinstate the property? How much do you owe? I owe $30,000. Okay. Is there anybody that you can borrow the money from? Any family members? No. Okay. I had a guy in Texas. He's like, I got guns and I got cars. I'm just going to sell a couple of those. I got a loan. They can give me 15 grand, my buddy. Awesome. Problem solved. Great example. So do you have any guns? Do you have any cars? Do you have any valuable things that you could sell to catch up? No. Okay. The second thing, have you spoke to your bank? A lot of times, the second option is typically the best option to recommend to a seller or to a homeowner, and that's to do a loan modification. And here's a couple key tips that you can use to add credibility. Excuse me. Add credibility to yourself. Sorry, I just got interrupted by a phone call. I'm on my way to a meeting. And that's to do a loan mod. Typically, banks, I don't know why, but this number, they want you to apply for a loan modification 37 days prior to the auction. The second thing is they want to see that you make twice as much as your mortgage. So for a number's sake, and I'm talking really fast now because I gotta basically cut this stream because I'm almost at my destination. The second thing is they want to see that you're making twice as much as your mortgage. So just for numbers, if your mortgage is $1,000 a month, then they want to see that you make $2,000 a month on the books. So do you have a W-2? Do you have that? No, I don't. Okay, what's the third one? The third one, listen, I know that you don't probably want to hear this, but have you considered selling? What if, well, my friend's going to loan me some money. Okay, well, what if your friend doesn't loan you the money? And then you just start, you've already talked to them, you already added value, you already gave them some options, and you've already listened to them, and now you're at a point where you can actually just talk to them now. Have you considered selling your property? You probably don't want to hear this. No, I really want to stay in here. I understand, but what if? And then that phrase, what if? And then you just paint the picture. What if you're not able to stop the auction? What if you're not able to get the money? What if you're not able to get the loan modification? Have you considered what you're going to do? And so selling. The fourth one is subject to taking over the existing mortgage. That is a whole totally another video about it, but you can take it over subject to. Maybe if the arrears are small, you can kind of catch it up and then take over the property that way. And the fourth one, which I don't recommend because I'm not a lawyer, is filing bankruptcy. But I don't tell people about bankruptcy unless they bring it up, and then at that point I'm like, you need to speak to a lawyer, but that's ultimately your decision. And then I typically just say, listen, if I was your friend, I would just say, yeah, most likely it's doing a bankruptcy will kick the can down the line. So that's about it. Let's see if this app works. It's called OneStream. So supposedly this is going to be posted on Instagram, YouTube, blah, and everything else, TikTok, and all that stuff. So Johnny Mac,